Hi, movie lovers. Today I'll be bringing a very interesting movie your way, which is Heaven Sent. Okay, Heaven Sent is a movie that was produced by Uchenna Mbunabo, your Nigerian number one, like his top leading, producers. I love his storyline. His storylines are top notch. Like he's good at what he does. Okay, guys. So in this movie, he featured Maurice, who took the role of Reginald, and some upcoming Nigerian actresses like Audrey Harrison in a King, Michelle Oluwafemi, Mata Hinome, and a host of other Nollywood upcoming actresses. Okay, guys, like they nailed it. They did well. The movie is top notch. Like the storyline is interesting, guys. This is a movie you need to watch. It's a movie you need to feast your eyes with. Okay, guys, the movie Heaven Sent. Like the name is maybe from the title you might get to you kind of know what it's all about, but this is a film with an exception. Like it's a movie with an exception. Okay, so in this movie, all the cast, all the actor and the actresses, they nailed it. They all nailed their roles. Like they did so well. Okay, guys, I would want to review this movie with you. And please, before I do, please remember to hit the subscribe button, like, leave a comment, and share this video. Fans, guys, lovers, my besties, please, I need you to subscribe to this channel, please. After listening to my reviews, please do well to comment, do well to like, do well to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And to my returning subscribers, I say welcome to you. You are loved. Okay, guys. The lead role in this movie is Maurice, your number one movie actor. Number one Nigerian movie actor, Maurice. Yes, he did his best the way he put in his best in his roles. Okay, Maurice in this movie was he's a married man who was divorced. He was divorced with his wife, and they had a kid, a baby girl, whose name was Seven. Okay, so it happened that Maurice had this side chick, will I say, a fiancé who has been dating for over 10 years. Like, and this girl has been pressurizing him for marriage. Like, when we will settle down, when we are wedding be. But guys, the funny part. This his fiancé that wants to be married to Maurice so that she will be all his. She had no atom of love for his daughter. Like, I don't know why she was so mean, and well, she was just, and all she wanted was just to own, for her to be in control, to own Maurice out himself, to be in control, because Maurice is a very wealthy guy. He was a very wealthy guy in that movie. Okay, I think I'll be using more of Reginald because that was his role. That was his role on that movie. So Reginald, his ex-wife, he never, due to how engrossed he was with business, with that his fiancé, he never cared about his daughter. He didn't even know she existed. The little girl existed. Like, he had no care for her, no fatherly love. Oh, okay. He also didn't know his ex-wife was almost dying. She was almost dying of, lungs failure, I think. She was sick. Okay, guys, moving on. Before then, this is ex-wife Benita goes to him to remind him once in a while that you don't know you have a daughter. Like, you need to care. You need to have that at the back of your mind and give this girl the fatherly love she deserves. She goes once in a while to remind him about that. And Regina never cared, like I said earlier. Okay, then. So it happened that before her illness got so serious, one day she went to the chapel, to the church to pray. And when she went, she knelt in prayer and was crying and pleading and was begging God, like, God, I need a miracle. I need someone who can take care of my daughter, who can take care of seven for me. Like I know I'll soon be, that she knows her health condition was really deteriorating, and so she needed someone to hand over her daughter to take care of her, because her family members, according to her, they all died at an early stage, that she had no family, sort of. So while praying, you can imagine, guys, while she was in church praying, there a young girl, who was also devastated about her condition, no job, no money, her house rent was almost due, no money to pay. So she was there in church to also pray to God concerning her condition. She needed a miracle too. So while praying, she saw how the other lady, Benita, was crying unto God. She was really what she did was she offered a tissue to her to wipe away her tears. They got talking, and she was Benita's answered prayer. See how God works. God still works in mysterious ways. Okay, Benita didn't even stop at pleading with her to take care of her daughter for her. She gave us so many offers. Like, she told her that she would want her to marry her ex-husband, that the girl in his life right now doesn't mean well for him, that she wanted Aurelia, the name of the other young girl was Aurelia. She wanted Aurelia to marry her ex-husband. You can imagine that, a total stranger. And also offered to give her ATM, all her life savings, that I think millions of naira was in that account. She offered to give her all the money just for her to take care of her daughter, to grant her this one wish. Hey, this wasn't easy for Aurelia. Like, she was like, God, is this an answered prayer? One, but is it in this manner? So she was a bit confused, and she was left in awe. So while they were seated discussing, not quite long, Benita started suffocating. She was struggling for breath, and not quite long, she slumped. Hey, Valeria was even more confused, so she had to rush her to the hospital to regain consciousness. She had to rush her, and the doctor there and then confirmed that her organs were seriously deteriorating. Like, she had little hope, little chance of living. Perhaps before now, I forgot to tell you that Aurelia had one time gone to the office of Reginald for employment, to seek employment, and he turned her down. That she wasn't good for the job, that she was inexperienced. So this malaria, you can imagine, this malaria was now the one who Benita met to take care of her daughter. So can you see the coincidence? So they coincidentally met at the hospital again. When Aurelia came back I think the next day, to check on Benita, she met Reginald in the hospital speaking with the doctor. Okay. And he recognized her. Yes, Reginald recognized her. I was like, the doctor told her this was the young lady that brought her in. So he thanked her anyways and offered her a hand in appreciation. She refused him. She refused it. So that was it. To cut the long story short, I think later he employed, or he gave her a room in his apartment. He gave her a room in his apartment so that he can take care of his daughter, Seven. And his fiance was mad at him. She went nuts, like she went crazy. She wasn't taking it light. She was like, what is she doing in my house? Like, in her house, whereby you're not even a wife yet. You can imagine we girls, the way we reason, like, yeah. So he started fighting the girl, or she started doing all possible things she could do to send her away out of the house. But Regina knew her importance. Moreover, his daughter Seven has got to like Oleria so well. Like, she took her for a mother. They were bonding so well, and Reginald liked it. And he found out that his daughter wasn't close to him at all. Like, she was still seeing him as it was the younger wasn't seeing him as a dad. So he sought for the help of Aurelia to to get close to his daughter, and which they did, which much later they started bonding well as father and daughter should. Like an adage says, there cannot be two captains in a boat. So one day, after open confrontation with his fiancée and Oleria, his fiancée had to leave the house. She left angrily because Aurelia told her what pained her to the bone marrow, and she was so disappointed how Regina had always supported Aurelia, in terms of conflicts like this, and she had to leave angrily. So much later, to cut the long story short, much later, Benita's health started improving with the help of prayers, because Aurelia was a very prayerful girl. She prays. She doesn't joke with prayers. She urged Reginald, herself, and Seven to go to the hospital, and they joined hands together in faith and prayed for her, and she started recovering to the glory of God. So she was later healed and went back home, and Benita was so happy. She was so happy and appreciative to Aurelia. She appreciated her so well and gave her ATM, like she said. She fulfilled that offer, and she refused it though. Aurelia refused it. That no, 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 no. That her joy was that she has seen the way things had turned out to be, and she's just happy. Okay, and okay. So that was it though. But before then, guys, before then, your girls will be good as mine. Before then, what's his name? Reginald has started falling for her. Has started falling for Aurelia. Like, she has seen the good woman she is, and had begin to like her. Who doesn't like good things? So that was it though. So to cut the long story short, like I said, much later, towards the ending part, he proposed to her. He proposed to Aurelia, and he couldn't get back to his ex-wife, because like I told you, they were divorced, and his ex-wife even pointed out to Aurelia that she wouldn't stand in their way, that she has been out of the picture since, because they are divorced, and she doesn't hope them to get back together. That's not what she wants. All she wants is for her daughter's peace and safety. That was all. So that was it though. At the long run. At the long run, Regina proposed to Aurelia, of which she accepted, because they were already bonding well. They were already, getting along so well together. So, guys, that was where the movie came to an end, though. So that is it. So, guys, I would like you to watch the movie yourself. Watch the movie yourself, so that you can see for yourself what actually happened in the movie. So, guys, thanks once again for listening to this point. And at this juncture, I would like to call it a day with you. And please remember to hit the subscribe button, like, leave a comment, and share this video. Okay, take good care. Love you. One love.